Ndị be anyị kenekwanụ m unu. Anyị sị m ka ụbọchị nkịta mara na anyị na mma. Anyị si ka nkonye chiri ya zerekwa. Dịka o si dị, ihe a bụkwa Eastern News 24 ka anyị si wee bịakwa na-ewetara ya bụ ozi gbasịta maka ya bụ ife na-eme na obodo nọ n'ime ya and nwere ụwa na-azọ n'ala Igbo. Alright, n'ụbọchị nkịta wetara unu ozi according to the one of the Biafran activists, Finland-based activist. O nwere nnukwu ozi o wetara anyị n'ilu akwụkwọ. Quote: World-based analysis bụ nwanne anyị nwoke that Justice James Omotoso shows readiness to free Mazi NNAMDI Kanu. I was 47 when he was arrested. Now I am 57. All right. The judge who were many things and he also apologized to the federal government on behalf of Mazi NNAMDI Kanu. So I hear near bifekunu ge on say for one night working with una tierra yalo kunifunche ni rako basta maka bife. This is one of the best word analysis I wear. All right, over to you, sir.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. This is another video about the court process of NNAMDI Kanu's trial today with Justice James Omotoso. There are a lot of things that transpired in the court today, and I think a lot of people are not seeing it the way it is. Now, in this video, I will explain what you have been hearing, that NNAMDI Kanu apologized to Justice Binta Nyako and the federal government lawyers. I will explain what transpired. And you must have heard that Justice James Omotoso, who is the presiding judge, apologized for NNAMDI Kanu, or apologized on behalf of NNAMDI Kanu. What warrants that for a judge to apologize on behalf of NNAMDI Kanu? And another thing I want to let you know is that despite I don't have faith in Nigerian judiciary, Justice James Omotoso shows a signal that he is going to be fair. Though without the pronunciation of a judge, you can't even know what he has in mind. But with his gesture today, I am going to let you understand in this video why I said that Justice James Omotoso has showed readiness, that he is ready to free NNAMDI Kanu. Now, let us start with what really transpired. As you can see on the screen, shortly after the appearances cancelled to NNAMDI Kanu, Chief Agabi pleaded to address the court. He started by apologizing on behalf of his client, stating that they are now at a place where they must apologize to Justice Binta Nyako, the prosecution team, and his lawyers. He added that Kanu was angry and had been for a very long time. He said the attack on Justice Binta Nyako was unjustified. He apologized to his team, whom he attacked verbally. Yeah, that was Agabi, the new senior advocate of Nigeria, NNAMDI Kanu, picked to join his legal team. Now, what Agabi said today is that I want to apologize to Binta Nyako on behalf of NNAMDI Kanu, my client, and also to the federal government lawyers. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Immediately, Agabi finished speaking, the presiding judge, who is Justice James Omotoso, now enter into the matter. Justice Omotoso says the length of the trial may have taken a toll on NNAMDI Kanu. He said when he was arraigned in 2015, he was 47. That is Justice James Omotoso is now talking. That when NNAMDI Kanu was arraigned in Nigerian courts, that he himself was 47 years old. This, now he is 57 and still does not know where he is headed. This, according to him, may have led him to make certain comments which were not right. Justice Omotoso also tendered an apology to the prosecutor on behalf of NNAMDI Kanu. Now, this is a very good gesture. A lot of people might not understand what led here. Okay? Now, it's important you get it right. A presiding judge apologized on behalf of NNAMDI Kanu, and he quoted that when federal government arraigned NNAMDI Kanu in 2015, that he was 47 years old. And now, he is now 57 years old. That is, they have arraigned this man for over 10 years. No judgment passed. The judgment that they have passed from appeal court, Supreme Court, was in this man's favor. Yet, this man has not been released. Do you understand the logic there? So, let us say, for example, now, if Justice Omotoso says, okay, since federal government is charging NNAMDI Kanu for terrorism charges now, okay, NNAMDI Kanu is supposed to go to 4 years imprisonment, but NNAMDI Kanu have overstayed his time. And another thing is that even though people know that Nnamdi Kanu don't really have case to answer according to a Supreme Court judgment and all those judgments. So Justice James Omotoso, with that statement, it's like someone who felt sorry for Nnamdi Kanu today and also ready to exonerate him. Can you imagine that someone was arraigned and a judge, a presiding judge is saying this, so someone was arraigned in 2015 and this is 2025. He was 47 years old. Maybe that time he's not even a chief justice, or the level is not up to this height he is today. And look at him today now, presiding over a case that he saw 10 years ago. So if Bentan Nyako don't have conscience before, I think this judge have a conscience. Because Bentan Nyako, when they arraigned Nnamdi Kanu 10 years ago, Bentan Nyako should know her age. And today, she should check her age. Nnamdi Kanu is a human being. It is because the man is so courageous, the man has a very big heart that you can't intimidate him, you can't quench his spirit. That is why he is still standing where he is today. And the purpose of the prolongment of the judgment is just to make sure this man forget about anything he's agitating for. Break his spirit. It's a strategy. They have used it for several people around the world. That is what the Nigerian government is using for Nnamdi Kanu. But Justice James Omotoso now indirectly made the federal government to understand that this case is overdue. It's overdue. A judge told you that he was 47 years when Kanu was arraigned. Up to today, no judgment passed either against him or for him. The judgment that have been passed in appeal court and the Supreme Court is for his favor. So what is the essence of all these shenanigans? Now, I'm not saying that Justice James Omotoso is a saint, that Justice James Omotoso is a good man, or Justice James Omotoso is a bad man. That is not what I'm saying. I'm just trying to analyze what happened in the court today. And let me tell you what you don't understand about this. This a presiding judge statement further exposed federal government's team, people who are prosecuting Nnamdi Kanu, because it made them to understand that, come on, you have been prosecuting this man for 10 years. Maybe that is why he was angry with you. That is what James Omotoso was indirectly, telling them. And that was the reason why he said, on behalf of Kanu, I am sorry. I was 47 years old when Nnamdi Kanu was arraigned, when you people arraigned this man. Now I am 57 after 10 years. I think it's enough for someone to be very angry. No, you put yourself in that position. Don't you see that? It shows that that man is not biased today, but who knows tomorrow? I don't know. Nobody knows tomorrow. Now, there is a necessity to Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. It's a necessity. It's not a necessity because we just want Nnamdi Kanu to be free. You see, the incessant killing in Igbo land is enough for Kanu to be released. And in my previous video I said that there will be IDP camp in Enugu State from now till June if Nnamdi Kanu is not released, because the rate of the ammunitions, the number of terrorists, the Fulani terrorists in the bush in Enugu State, they are enough to lay siege in the whole Enugu and kill everybody. Yeah, they are enough, and they are there. The other day, Sahara reporters, that was last 4 days, they went to Enugu State, they went to see Agondo, is it not Agondo, the village that Fulani herdsmen sacked. The village is empty now, it's only Fulani herdsmen, terrorists are in the shooting, doing all sort of things. Now they went there to check some things, and the report they gave back was that even the place, the video, the houses they burned, they went there to video it. They were hearing the sound of these people talking from afar. Both people are speaking Arabic, and they said every 4 minutes, 5 minutes, they will shoot gun up. It's their domain. These are the reason why the release of Nnamdi Kanu is a necessity. Now, let me shift a little bit further. Anybody at this point who is not calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, it's an indication for you to know people who are sponsoring terrorism in Old Eastern region and particularly Igbo land. Now, this is what I mean. If during the time of Nnamdi Kanu, the whole bush were secured, everything was going well, and ever since this man was kidnapped, especially the time he was kidnapped, and ESN was not that strong again, and because of that, politicians, they use all tools against the Biafra dictators, and what you see today now is that the Fulani terrorists that led Nnamdi Kanu to establishing ESN, they are already laying siege on people's ancestral land now and taking it over. That is just the sole purpose why Nnamdi Kanu was doing what he was doing. It was the love of his people that led him into agitating for Biafra. This is a prince. He has the money, He was trained in London, and he has everything he needed for his life without any trouble, without even fighting for anybody. NNAMDI KANU has what it takes to drive every kind of car he wants to drive on in this life as a prince. So he made money for himself, and the man is enough for himself. But he left all those things, both his family, he sacrificed the money, the pleasure, and he started agitating. It was the love of his people that led him to start doing that. Don't let any politician deceive you. Don't be deceived by what you hear from people, blah, blah. Now, the reality is done on everyone. Look at the suffering everywhere. Look at how people are suffering. Look at the killings everywhere. Incessant killings. NNAMDI KANU needs to come out of the detention as urgent as possible. Okay? Help me share this video so that people will understand what NNAMDI KANU stands for. NNAMDI KANU is never a criminal. NNAMDI KANU has never done something that warrants what he's facing today. So that is all I have to explain about what transpired in the court today. Thanks for listening.
I want to know. What are you support na kapta reba? Come by June reba. Aga m agbalị ka m gbadatigodi ka m mara ma aga m ahụ ndị nke na-akwado Naijiria, mara ma ga-ekwe m ka m gbada ebe ahụ ha nọ, bụ ndị nke na-emekwe ngagharị iwe na-akwado Naijiria, mana ha na-ebetere aka ndị uwe ojii ka kpachikwere ụzọ ya na-enwe ike ire ebe ahụ. Maka na ndị uwe ojii dịka nsikwa na-ekwe ka ha gbagote ebe a, ndị uwe ojii a na-ekwe ka ha gbagote n'akụkụ ebe a, ka ndị uwe ojii anakwa ekwe ka ndị nke agbadaruo n'akụkụ ebe ahụ ha nọ iji zere ọgbaghara ọbụla.
ndị be anyị gwadalụ dị nenu kunu si were sere n'ụbọchị uruchi nketa na Eastern News 24 anyị kwere nnukwu na ga-ewetara unu update ka ebi Facebook gata n'ụlọ nke ọkaikpe ige ntị n'ife nwanne anyị nwoke, one of the best activists and also word analysis ewere n'iru akwụkwọ ife ọkọwara ebe a ya anya oye, as in oye anya oye, that na this new judge is like he's going to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because justice for one is justice for others. So now I'll be able to be fair. As in, the man really complied, and hopefully next sitting Gabuna, I think on May and April, within that early time, I have good news for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ngwa malapunu kunu kwa ifu nchere do din kunu basta maka ya bife niile ndị adị na nwanna anyị wotela n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị nketa na Eastern News 24. Malapunu kunu kwuo obumnobi ifu nchere n'ụdị nke unu. Ngwanụ ka emesianụ ụmụnne m, ana Igbo ya adị, ana Igbo ya adị, ana Igbo ya adị.